this line would come from there, and the shadow is exactly like that, so the shadow will go right through the bottom of the ball where it touches the tabletop. There. So this shadow is easy, there, on the tabletop. And this side we'd work out like that, so the shadow and the ball would be the same size. See? So that's quite nice. Now I wanted to do something special with this one. This light's going to come raking in here, and there's a tiny bit of shadow there. It's also square, so this shadow will run along the bottom of the ball on the tabletop, there, like that. And this shadow, the oval of the shadow, would not end here or there or there or there. It would end with this line parallel to that one, where this line would eventually intersect with that line. So this will be a long, long, long shadow. Let's try it. The shadow will probably go, if I take this, I can nearly double it. I can add a third to it. So I take a third, it'll be there, there. So the center of the shadow would be there, so I'll draw it like that. It'll still have the curve, but the curve will be slow and start going up towards the closing of the curve on the far side, on the other side there. That's better. And that's better. And there, the shadow would follow the curve as well. Like that. Like that. I'm going to rub out a little bit there because it's untidy there. I don't like my drawings to be untidy. It's better to use a putty rubber. And it's better to repair. Think of them as invisible mending, something like that. Okay, now. There will be no line in the middle of the shadow. That line was just there for construction, so we'll take it away. Then, this is a construction line. We don't need it. So we take it away. You don't have to obliterate it. You can if you want to, but just get rid of it being so insistent. There. In fact, I think I see this ball shadow as being more of a straightish line, like that, and more of a straightish line like that, because it's going to be so long. It's going to run right along the tabletop, like that. Then we have worked on the principle of lost edges. There will be a lost edge there. This edge of the ball will be lost here. You can remember that. Will be lost there. And then this bit here, oopsie, this will be a nice knife edge here, dark against light. Dark against light. This is dark against light, but it's only a hard edge because of the cast shadow. This edge will be a soft edge. A soft edge. And this edge here will be another lost edge because it's light against light, the way we draw in the drawing. Light against light. You can show a little bit of what you'll probably pick up as little half lights there. This line can be softened with your putty rubber, but then there's a bit there that I need to rub out completely. And I'd like to draw this shape like that, 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 and like that. So that's this ball. With a soft edge across the body of the ball, take away more of this. Make the light a little bit more insistent, like that. So that one is now done. Exactly the same thing will happen in this drawing. That line will go, lost edge. This line will go, so just a construction line. And that line will become a soft edge. See, like that, soft edge. And this will remain crispy, knife edge and hard edge running together. Knife edge running into the hard edge, which you can now strengthen a little bit. See, like that. Then again, the entire light side of the ball will disappear. It's the lost edge. There, lost edge, same as the other one. Now working on this one, the entire light side of the ball disappears, the construction line disappears. When you try and explore these things in the video, play and pause. Play and pause, because by rubbing out what I'm rubbing out here, I'm destroying the earlier, what you call the earlier teaching, the earlier principles that I try to demonstrate. I'm destroying them. You can't see them anymore. So I take away that construction line, it's now gone. You can't see it. And then this will be lost edge, shadow into shadow. Sorry, the shadow side of the ball will disappear into the cast shadow of the ball. So they will come like this. And the shadow side of the ball will be lost into the cast shadow. Oh man, my hand is stuck to my palette there. Alright, now this one. Here, we'll have the lost edge just there, the shadow side of the ball will disappear into the cast shadow. This big shape here in front, that's the cast shadow. A little bit untidy there, so I'm going to tidy it up a little bit there, a little bit untidy there. So just rub out what you don't need. Putty rubber is essential. Don't try and use another kind of eraser. Putty rubber is the only one that really works for an artist, because you can make it like a sharp knife edge like that, you see, and you can take away as fine as if it's a pencil point. So there we go. But here my drawing's not looking so good. That is the hard knife edge, and this is the hard edge. Draw it like that. And then this is all construction line. Let's go. We don't need our construction line showing at the end, unless you're an architect or an engineer. In that case, you would like your construction lines to show at the end of the drawing. But we're not doing an engineering drawing or an architectural drawing. We're just doing a drawing. And then here, this will be your soft edge. And then the entire top of the ball, like the moon, like the new moon, that will also disappear. I might take away a little bit of the tip of that arrow by rubbing out like this, but I can just reinstate it quickly. There. So it comes like that. Now, a very important principle which I had dealt with before, and I just want to repeat, this is all soft edge there, soft edge there. This is a knife edge, very hard, and this is a hard edge. Pretty darn hard. You normally wouldn't really see the difference between a hard edge like this and a knife edge like that. You wouldn't really see it. I can take one of them a little bit further. I'm going to erase that little line there because it's interfering with the line of light next to it. You see? There we are. Now for this ball, when you do this, I'd like you to play around, put the light where you want it. Put the light, even put it going up, and that goes, it'll be below the tabletop, and it will throw a shadow over. Let's not worry about things like that. That's overly complicated. So I'm going to mark off the names of the edges with KH, knife edge, K, knife, hard, lost, and soft. Don't have to do it in every drawing, but there they are. So try and do this. Work on this and work on it very, very, very hard, and work with a pencil. The pencil that I'm using is a 4B, which gives you a black line when you want it and a pale grey line when that's what you want. A 6B is much too soft. And don't use charcoal for this. I think some of the charcoal drawings, charcoal is too crude for this kind of precision. Here you need to work, as they say, with a rapier, not with a broadsword. So I started to correct this. I didn't do enough. It needs to come out. And make your corrections, but make everything that you do fine and elegant, as if you are working with silk, you see. So that's the ball. The ball, or the sphere, and its shadow. That's the principle here. Now, this principle governs everything, because we do not see a cat, we do not see a cup, we do not see a ball, we see light. And when the lights are off, you see nothing. Sometimes we think we see shadow. Yes, we do see shadow, because shadow is a variant of light, but shadow is really the absence of light. So without shadow, we can't really see form. So light together with shadow gives us form. And what we're starting on here, just starting, is a concept called light map. Does this fit in? I don't sure. Yeah. Light map. Light map. It's like a map. And like a map, you would think of maybe water and land. So we could have here pools of dark, and islands. Or continents of light. I like this description. I came across that word, light map, much later, but I developed the concept of pools of dark and islands of light and taught it on its own, just like that, pools of dark. Because everything, whatever is dark, must be perfectly enclosed, like children building a dam with sand. The water must not be able to get out of there. There must be no escape for the water. And the water must not, so this line must be clean and complete. See, if I do this, and I do it carelessly, like I started to do it carelessly, then do it carelessly, I have to rebuild the storm dam wall. Okay, that's the kind of line work and the kind of drawing that I'm looking for. The next step after that would be to shade the light. And shading is an art in itself. Diagonal shading, which looks like that, like rain falling past a window, is not really diagonal shading. To see good diagonal shading, you need to look at the drawings of Michelangelo and the drawings of Raphael. And to see good cross-hatching, again, Michelangelo is brilliant at that, but I'll deal with shading and cross-hatching and diagonal shading next. Thank you very much. Good luck, good luck, good luck.